It's May 17th, 2018, Thursday morning. I guess it's nearing 11 o'clock or so, I'm not sure. AM. Now would you look on the screen for, this would be primarily for viewers that do listen to me, and not just people that either come and go or still got that preconceived ideas. On this channel, we try to teach you from scripture, from real life and from scripture. So you should be looking at this picture of this homeless man. He tried to eat at Burger King, and they accused him of using fake money, counterfeit cash. He is arrested and put in jail for 3 months. Finally, there must have been some type of hearing, investigation, where it was determined that he didn't use fake cash. So now he's suing for $1 million. Now I really want to look at this because, like I said, I do a lot of teaching. I've been out here for a long time, and basically people do move on, and really there's no problem with that. That's why the way I teach is to make my point in that particular moment in time, because people are going to move on. That's life, but people are not loyal either, and that's a fact. Most of them. So you have that one span of time that they're listening. And if you notice out here on YouTube, most people like ungodly stuff. Even if the people are acting like they're speaking from God's word, they usually have more numbers because people don't really care what the Holy Spirit really says, and they don't really care about the scriptures. They just want to act like they do. Now that's a proven fact. You may agree with it, you may not agree with it, but it's still a proven fact. The fact of the matter is, the Bible tells you that the only way you'll understand the Bible is word for word, verse for verse, trusting in the Holy Spirit to lead you. Not following a man, not following a YouTube channel, not coming up with your own way. And the Bible also says that out of all these Hebrews, only a small remnant is going to be saved. And that's a smack in the face. That's when I still haven't recovered from. So that means a lot of people ain't getting in no matter what. And as I teach, that doesn't mean you give up. You should try to be one of those small remnant. Another thing people say, grace. They think grace meant, okay, I can do anything because God knows I'm a sinner. So because of grace, as long as I say I'm sorry, I'll get in. And that's not what that meant either. What Jesus did with grace, he saved you from the condemnation of hell. Hell is the reality. This matrix you're in is the unreality. But most people are believing, they've been tricked into believing. That's why it's called the matrix. You've been tricked into believing that the matrix is the reality, and you only go to hell if you're like a bad or evil person. So this is why people are confused, because I'm showing you from God's viewpoint how a ruthless murderer who covered up his crimes until he got caught still made it into the presence of God, which is called heaven. And while somebody who maybe didn't do things nearly as bad as that went to hell, and he asked for mercy by hanging on to the altar and the horn, and he still went to hell. So I've been showing you how God says, I'll show favor to who I show favor to. I'll show mercy to who I show mercy to. So it's not built on that. So that's why I said, as much as people want to turn this into as much as people want to turn serving God into what they think and entertaining, and they can choose who they support and who they don't, you can't. Those only pushing your ways faster into hell. That's why I told people, if you want to be a smart person, you think you're a wise guy, you don't have to listen to people like me to know what we're talking about. Just walk in the spirit, because that's the only way I can see basically based on what God has taught through scriptures and through history. If you're walking in the spirit, you'll be fine. And that video is in the description box. Because despite what people may think, I've spent my whole life trying to save people based on God's word. But they tend to want to keep doing it their way. And they did the same thing to Jesus or any other righteous person that God sent to this earth to help them. So I wanted to lay that down. Because you have people that say, oh, you black people, you have Al Sharpton on speed dial. Like we're going places looking for an easy way out to sue you or something like that. If you knew how many lawsuits I could have, even now, if you knew how many lawsuits I could have, I'd probably be probably close to a multi-millionaire. How many times racism has destroyed my life? Say, oh, you just want to come out here and promote race. No, I just promote the truth. On this channel, you will get the truth. It's just that most people don't want you to hear the truth. They want you to cater to what they think or just shut up and take it. And I won't do neither one of those, despite the response of people that are on a highway to hell and on a banana peel. So again, he didn't use fake money. But because of his appearance, or because they knew he was homeless, because I was just watching, this is how God works. I was just watching a video where a white guy saw a homeless white man and said, hey, I'll take you into the fast food restaurant and get you something to eat. So they came in and the place went crazy. The leadership in that fast food restaurant went off, telling that man you can't be in here and all that. And they really went off. So that white guy didn't back down. He turned on his camera and he stood up for himself. And he stood up for the man. He's a paying customer. How can you just put him out? And they lied on him. They said he's out here asking people for money. And the white guy said he didn't ask anybody for money. I paid his food. And they just were going off. So the white guy wouldn't back down with the camera. So a female police officer came. And she was telling the homeless guy, you got to leave. So he stood up to her too. So then the manager was a black man. And he came out trying to be tough guy, telling that guy, well, you're yelling in the store, be quiet, and all that. So they had already said to get the homeless man out. And then they said they claimed they threw the white guy out because he wouldn't be quiet. But the bottom line was the food was paid for. The homeless man didn't ask for the money. The guys treated him to it. See, what you guys may not understand, that's why I said I can't talk to anybody, because I refuse to talk to stupid ass people. What you guys don't understand, just like another woman just got in trouble again, and her father's a lawyer, and she was just shopping, but because of racism, she is accused of lying. So, because of the color of her skin, she is, again, another person of color. Now, of course, this can't be a racial video because I just took up for two white guys. One of them was homeless. That's why I said people need to listen instead of being stupid asses. And they wonder why I speak the way I do. See, you can't be afraid of this beast because he's really a coward and he's a liar, but he's a master of mind games. And that's why I have to stand in my position and continue to teach the truth, despite what the external look like. And like I said, apparently somebody liked me enough to put, I'm a major feature on their website. It's a new website out there. It's like some type of Bible prophecy or whatever website. And they got a lot of my videos on it. So if you know you're doing what God tells you to do, keep doing it. Take your concerns to God. Now, I want to take you back to I told you. I pulled up in a parking lot one morning and I already knew, because this shit has been going on since I've been here. This really is a literal hell for righteous people. And for the people that sell out, it's better now, but it's going to be literal burning hell for them. That's why I wish more people took this study seriously, because it's showing you what's really going on and where most of these people are going. And we discuss that all the time. And at some point, I'll try, depending on how my schedule goes, I'll try to talk more about a video on grace, a video on repentance, a video on who go to heaven, who go to hell. Because I'm going to stay in the ministry. That's why I said people are in spiritual warfare whether they believe it or not. And this is why you want to walk to the Spirit. Because even though this man was not guilty, and they found him not guilty, he didn't use fake money, he didn't use counterfeit money, he still spent 3 years in his life. And who knows what circumstances led to him being homeless. Probably based on some racial bullshit. Believe me, I've been there, I've done that. I've seen how most of these people are sitting in offices that don't do shit, but they get salaries. And don't nobody want them to do shit. The truth is there should not be such a thing as homeless people in America. All the money America's got for wars, space travel, the pornography, it don't stop. It's funny how they can't find a place to send you to work, but they can find a place to lock your ass up. Well, why is that? Because they're getting all this free labor. Because you're still working when you locked up. So that's why I try to tell you about the lies. Anybody can say anything. I just got hit with somebody else talking about some shit that happened over a year ago. Okay. Why didn't you address that over a year ago? First off, you're wrong. And second off, that was over a year ago. Imagine me walking in the store with a pair of jeans that I brought over a year ago. And I say, excuse me, but I bought these pair of jeans over a year ago. And I just never got around to bringing them back. But I'm really not happy with this. You understand? And they think you're going to take them seriously. But the world is so fucking corrupt that could be an issue. Because, see, I tell you, a lot of times I try to walk away. Because it'd be too much. And sometimes you literally have to cry out to God, this is too much. But God likes a fight. That's why I said people don't understand I'm a product of what God made. I'm a little nerdy Clark Kent. He's the one that turned me into Superman. And I am Superman because I took them all on. And once these individuals begin to realize, oh no, this is the wrong motherfucker to fuck with. They don't fuck with me like that. They haven't for a while. Even some of that stuff they took, I got back. Nigga, I'm the wrong one. Nigga, you coming with somebody with facts and shit. Like I said, not bragging or boasting, but this is a lying-ass beastly system. The dude had real money. And they still locked his ass up. Why? Because he's black. Second, because he's homeless. And they figure you're homeless, so you got nobody to fight for you. So none of these people give a fuck about you. But they're the same person in church going, oh, amen, Jesus. Yes, we have to love our neighbor, blah, blah. That's why I can't tolerate that bullshit no more. If you're a lying-ass piece of shit, I don't even want to sit next to you. I don't even want to talk to your silly ass. Burn, baby, burn. That's what I say. Because the fact that you will put such a righteous name in your mouth and continue to do something like that. And don't they have machines? You know how many times they see you give a 20 or a higher bill, and they immediately mark it with a marker and immediately put it up. Because I guess you ain't supposed to have that kind of money because you black. And to be quite honest, I haven't had that kind of money lately. But why ain't somebody do that with him? So because he was a nigga and he had no reputation, couldn't they have checked that at the police station? So, Lord, I ask you to rule favorably in this man, because he didn't do anything wrong to spend 3 months in jail. Not for that situation. I ask in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach. Amen. So that's why I told you, when I pulled up at that thing, now again, I'm first in line, because I'm about that. I'm a worker. So to even falsely accuse me of shit, that's why I don't even want to be addressing dumbass shit. That's like accusing somebody born in Puerto Rico of not being a Puerto Rican. Why would I have to address something so stupid? And they make it seem like you better address it, or we're going to do this and we're going to do that. So you're pushed into a corner. Okay, since you're pushing me into a corner, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to contact this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to contact that. I'm going to do that. And they're like, oh shit. Wait a minute. Don't fuck with this motherfucker, because he knows he can go outside of this bullshit. It's kangaroo court. And I know I told him the first time this shit happened, I backed down because I didn't want to work. I'm getting too old for this silly shit. My whole life has been doing this shit. And it's not just for me. I'm doing it for every old person they overthrow. Homeless people like him they overthrow. Everybody, anybody. Ain't nobody scared of these pieces of shit. It's all one big game where they just fucking you and fucking you and fucking you. And like I said, instead of listening to a channel like mine and getting knowledge, you run into these stupid ass channels. Staying on some low frequency, low level bullshit. Or some fake ass gospels and stuff that's only going to send you to hell anyway. See, you have to understand, God is going to give you the tree and the apple, or excuse me, the tree and the fruit, if you want it. And most people want it. That's why people try to blame Adam and Eve. Don't blame Adam and Eve, because y'all doing the same shit they did. So that's why you have to be ready. He gave them real money, and he still went to jail. So his only crime was being hungry. Don't matter where he got the money from, because that's not the charge. Let's just say he knocked somebody in the head and took the money. That's not the charge, though. And somebody probably gave it to him. He probably asked somebody and they probably gave it to him. Who knows where he got the money? That's not the charge. The charge is he used fake money. And he didn't. And everybody knew it. There's nowhere in the world they didn't know that money wasn't. But they still made him wait. So that's why I said when I pulled up in that little park, in that little drive area, I waited in line. I'm not breaking any rules. And that's why I tried to tell you. A lot of times there's a cop right out there in a car right out there. I know why he's waiting. Hopefully to get my ass. Even though I ain't doing nothing. I done seen this too many times, y'all. Y'all think I'm stupid. I don't come out here making this shit up. I ain't even seen him one time. I came out that drive-through. He had his car parked right at the drive-through. Real intimidating. You know what I'm saying? What are you expecting a drive-through burglary or something? Or why don't you pull your car back? Why does it have to be pointed right at oh motherfucker, I'm gonna get your ass? You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some Nazi shit to me. Because everybody coming through that drive-through is not a Negro. So why do you have to be so intimidating? So that's why, but that's how the spirit realm work. So like I said, that one time that phone call and the phone rang and fell on the floor. First time it ever did that. I shouldn't have fucked with that person. Because that's the person that gave me tremendous lies. And then when you have to go over their head and file a complaint, oh, you black people got Al Sharpton on speed dial. No, we wish you fucking devils would leave us the fuck alone. And that's why this person came out of nowhere with fake email address, fake phone, acting like they got some type of office, ain't no type of office. Do a reverse search on a phone number. It ain't listed. If anything, it's listed to a cell phone, but it damn sure ain't listed to a company. Now, she may represent a company, and the company may be using her, but she's not no real business. I don't want none of my information going to none of these devils. That's why I said I'm really not with none of this shit. Old school used to go to the place, sign an application or whatever, get the interview. Not now. So all these third parties and fourth parties. I done been sent to websites. I don't know who these motherfuckers are. Asking for your confidential information. Then all of a sudden you got people calling your phone line that was never calling before. But all that should be illegal. But we in a time period now that these motherfuckers ain't doing shit for you. There used to be organizations you could contact. Because that shit should be illegal. You trying to get a job, and these motherfuckers sending you these third-party websites. I don't give a fuck about you. And you don't know who the fuck got your information. You hear about all these breaches from all these department stores, from Facebook, going on, because they don't give a fuck about you. And that's why I say, you looking for an interview. All right, if you're looking for an interview, here it is. Let me just email you directly to you. Nah, you got to post it up on the... Nah, I'm not posting my shit up on there. That's why I said, when I say walk in the spirit, that's how you learn to put God first. So like I said, so I know it wouldn't be no pin in that little canister container, because that would cause me to have to ring the bell. See, now they're bringing me into their world of bullshit, because that's how you get brought into the world. See, now when you ring the bell, now the person on the other side of the booth inside the building, they're going to be mad. Oh, it's my first thing. It's early in the morning. I'm tired. They're ringing the bell already. Yeah, I'm ringing the bell because your stupid ass didn't have the pin. That's the first and foremost. And unfortunately, it is your job. And you're still supposed to have customer service. Like I keep trying to tell you, at that moment in time, that homeless man was a customer. So that's what happens when you go to these places. Now I can show you a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. And it's funny how the Lord had just shown me that. And it was funny because the police officer actually used the devil sign. If y'all see that video, it's a female police officer. And when she was telling the kid to do with the camera, the white boy that went back down, she did the devil sign. She like, sir. But she did, because that's what caught my attention. But I'm trying to tell you also, they're talking about building that third temple. For anybody that hears this, because I wasn't even going to tell you all this, but I think this is what the God is saying. The last time they built the temple was Herod with Jesus. See, y'all got to understand what the Bible is telling. I probably will end up doing a video on this. But when Jesus was born, Herod tried to kill him. But that Herod was the same Herod that built the second temple. And you always got to wonder, why would God let some filthy, disgusting Gentile build the temple anyway? Because that's not the real temple. That's the enemy of God. And that's the same man that tried to kill Jesus. And when they killed Jesus, that's what they said. Oh, we're killing him because he said he was going to destroy the temple. Y'all got to hear what I'm saying. Because now they're talking about the third temple. Because they're coming for your ass. And even when they said the first temple was built by Solomon, but they said he used evil spirits to build it. And if you really go back to the beginning, when David said, I want to build you a house or build you a temple, God said, I don't dwell in no houses. I don't dwell in no temples. And then Jesus said it again in Matthew 23. They said, oh, Jesus. They said, yeah, Matthew 24. Read the first couple of verses of Matthew 24. They said, Jesus, look at how beautiful the temple is. He just got finished cursing it. If you read Matthew 23, he cursed the temple. He cursed all of them. The priest, everything. And said in Matthew 24, his apostles and disciples were saying, oh, Jesus, but look at how beautiful the temple is. And he said, that whole thing going to be destroyed. It's not a stone left unturned. So what I'm trying to tell you, for people of God, anytime them damn devils start talking about building that temple, it means they coming for your ass. And say, I don't fear the fucking beast. I'll stay prayed up. But that's a warning. Because it's kind of funny that God showed me that homeless video first with that female, and she was an ethnic. She wasn't like, she's not what you would call black, but she definitely was ethnic. And then when that cameraman was talking, she put the devil thing right in towards the camera and shit. And that video's on YouTube. And that's what caught my attention. I always thought, why would she do the devil sign? Because that's why I watched the video. I said, why is she doing the devil sign inside of that camera? But I never knew God was going to lead me to this. But what he's trying to tell me is about the temple. See, them talking about building a temple is bad news for the melanated. Especially if you melanated and you one of God's people. Because whether you know it or not, you may say, I don't even believe in God, but you still got that bloodline in you. If you got an Abrahamic bloodline. That third temple going to be bad news for your ass. Because the people claiming they're going to build it is fake ass. They claiming to be you. It's bad news. So let me finish up. So now he's pissed off. So now I'm getting mad because I don't like how the dude talking to me. Like I said, I didn't know what was going on. I run the bell. The woman never looked at me, never said, put her finger up and said 1 minute or nothing. So I don't know if they hear me or not. So he's not at his station because he's getting coffee or something. All right, well, take care of the customers first. It's only 2 people in drive-thru. Before you drink your coffee, or you could have been and got your coffee. We don't have to wait on you. That's why they got a phrase talking about banker's hours, because you think you can do whatever you want to. But everybody else may have to go to work. Because I used to have to be at work. I was literally supposed to be at work at 9 o'clock, which some of y'all heard this, so I'm not going to say it in. But I work for this Jewish guy. Now, he could have gave us our checks Friday, but he wouldn't give you your checks on Friday because you worked at night. And if he gave you a check on Friday, you go out partying or something, wouldn't come to work. So then you didn't get your check to the end of the night, which like at 10 o'clock, everything's closed. But then you got to work Saturday, and he wants you there on time. But you can't be there on time because you need that money because you're living from paycheck to paycheck. So now you gotta usurp his authority by not being there at 9, but you try to be at the bank and you're ready to go. You're the first one in line, first everything, and you want to go. But now these bankers been partying on Friday night, and now it's Saturday morning, and they hate your ass because, damn, why do you have to be here right at 9? Give us a couple of times. And I'm like, I wish I can. I got to be to work. This dude will fire me. He's going to yell at me as soon as I walk in that building. He used to yell at me and everything till I finally got sick of it and took up for myself. Then he never did that ever again. So this is the hell you're in. And all you're trying to do is live. Like all this guy was trying to do was eat. See, what the devil tried to do, he say, well, that black man did that, or that black man did that, or he don't have a job because of this, or he argued with his mother. Okay, but that ain't have nothing to do with a customer buying thing. And if you really want to be honest, everybody got shit they shouldn't have did or shouldn't have said. That don't mean you could beat a motherfucker down. That's why I hate cool niggas. Because a cool nigga, that's the first thing going to say. Oh, he shouldn't have said it. Oh, Chuck D shouldn't have said it. That's why don't nobody want to book Public Enemy, because Chuck D shouldn't have said that. No, white people shouldn't be so fucking racist. It shouldn't be a fucking world. Then you wouldn't have people standing up to them. Some people do hate bullies. And I'm not talking about all white people, but this is a racist location. And that's why his ass spent 3 months in jail. Even though he had money and paid for his food. But you're not supposed to address it. And these coon-ass cowards, they'd rather run somewhere else. Not realizing that third temple probably means persecution of their asses again. Which probably won't be that long. See, Daniel didn't get persecuted. Daniel got arrested by the Babylons, but he didn't get persecuted because he wasn't scared of them. He feared God. And Daniel was always protected, even when they threw him in a den filled with lions. And the other 3 Hebrew boys were thrown in the furnace and didn't burn, and an angel came and saved them. And if you think God can't save you one way or another, let me tell you, I know for a fact he can. The fact that I'm sitting here, I know what God can do. So now the guy comes in, and I'm saying good morning. I say good morning as I say, I'm not trying to start anything. That's the first thing I try to do is establish peace. I say good morning, which sometimes I usually don't even say that because I know these motherfuckers is devils. And if you a fake phony fraud, I really don't want to talk to you. And I've always been, because I'm a very honest person. And I've always been that way. But now I'm older and I try to go out of my way to try to make peace. But you can't make peace with these motherfucking beasts. You can't. The only reason why they backed down this time because they knew I knew motherfuckers. And that's when they started giving me shit back that they took and shit like that. And then that motherfucker that was lying still was hanging out in the picture. Because the motherfuckers demonized you, lying through your fucking teeth. And it's like a horror movie. If you shoot that motherfucker in the head, they go down and come back up. And I was like, fuck that person. I got a sick mother. Ain't nobody young over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody got no time for this stupid ass motherfucker. I'm not doing shit. I'm just letting y'all motherfuckers know if you don't back down, it's gonna get ugly. And I won't lose. I don't lose. Every time my shit get to any type of legal shit, I always win. Because I'm coming with facts and I'm coming with proof. And this is shit I've been doing since I was 12 years old, motherfucker. That was a long ass time ago. And I'm telling you, I don't lose. Don't fuck with me. Don't nobody care about what the fuck y'all talking about. I'm the type of nigga, if you grab me and throw me to the ground and beat me up, I'm going to be laughing. You think you the first motherfucker to grab me to the ground and stomp on me? Dear old daddy taught me good. All I'm looking at is how much I'm going to be taking from you when I get back up. So you're right. You better go ahead and go back like you used to do in the 70s. Kill my ass and throw a fake ass gun up against me and say I had a gun. And everybody know me. I don't even know nothing about no fucking gun. Oh, his name is Gat. So you know he was a gangster. Yeah, go ahead. Keep on making fake ass lies. Let's see how that works for you. And I tell God, God, get them. Get every last one of them. See, what you gotta understand, when a dude like me, I'm gonna have my justice. Like if I went out like that, I'm still gonna have spirits that are gonna avenge, and all them people gonna get it. Like them shit you be seeing in horror movies, that shit's real. Like I think when Joshua destroyed the wall of Jericho, he cursed it. And this is probably another reason. I'm gonna start looking that up, because all this is teaching. That's why I said, when you a man of God, let the man of God talk, because God is sending me, he's sending me information that's vital. Because I forgot that Joshua cursed that wall. And this is why Trump keeps saying he's gonna build a wall. Joshua cursed that wall, and somebody did try to rebuild it, and then that person died, and then his son died. I'm gonna have to do that research. I forgot about that. Because Joshua said, anybody try to rebuild that wall, let them be cursed. That's why everybody talking about Trump is this. All that shit you seeing is fabricated. Trump knows exactly what he's doing. You got one person saying build the wall. You got one person saying build the temple. All this stuff is coming straight out the Bible. But these people are so stupid, they don't get it. And they keep running the channels that can't help you. Them people are keeping you further and further into hell. This channel is telling you, once again, if you walked in the spirit and never listened to me again, that shit take it out of here. But if you keep on doing it your way, and you think you want to see heaven or see God, your ass is gravely mistaken. You in a fucking matrix designed to send you into hell. Everything on this motherfucker, from the religious systems on down, are designed to send your ass into hell. This is the same place that killed Jesus. And if you really read Jesus, just read the book of John. He constantly kept telling you this world is wicked. This world is evil. I pray for my followers, but I don't pray for the world. Be no part of the world. So he's constantly, if you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. Over and over again. But yet you got people still out in the world, still living by the sword, and going on and going on and going on. But yet they love Jesus. So let me tell you about a fast food restaurant, because I used to work there. All right? They take tons and tons of food, and I don't know what they use now, but they used to throw them in green pails. And if you was an employee, if you tried to eat that food that they was throwing in green pails, you would get fired. Now, all that food they throwing in green pails and shit, since it's going in the garbage anyway, couldn't you feed the homeless with that? Since it's going in the garbage anyway. I mean, the rats in the back are going to get it. And let me show you something. And I'm going to show you something. Y'all remember Ben with Michael Jackson? I'm sure the rats wouldn't mind sharing with the homeless, as long as they got to eat. So the rats have more human compassion than the humans do. But yet I'm not supposed to talk about it. But they think they won't be burning in hell. So again, I say good morning, trying to establish, like, I'm not here, I'm just here, I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass, but you know, boom, boom, boom. And what can I do? He's like, what can I do for you? So then I don't like his tone. Like, I just don't like your tone, bro. I just said good morning. You can say good morning back. Then that's when I said a slip. I needed a slip or something. Then he said some other shit. I need this shit back or whatever. So I said, all right, whatever. Put that back in there. Then I'm waiting. And this always happened. This is why I got real mad that day. Because every time I had a feeling, because this is what I was saying. I had a sigh of relief. I went, good, it's over. Like I said, there's nothing else he could possibly say. He's got the paperwork. He's got the proof. There's nothing else he could say. And I sighed like, good, I'm almost out of here. Now I just got to make sure I drive. No problems with this other dude, because he's sitting out waiting to fuck somebody up. Because I know it's a setup. Now, don't get me wrong. If they're like, you see, when you go in a bank, you might see an officer like in the lobby or in the bank. Now that's normal. That should be that way, because banks do get held up. And even at the drive-through, you could be there, but you should back up. You should be intimidating the customers. So everybody coming through the drive-through gonna try to rob it. Like his car is like soon as mine, because I didn't see him till I was coming out the drive. That motherfucker was like right there. I said, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this all about? I mean, that's like you walking in the lobby, and the cop be in your face, like as soon as you walk in, he's just standing it up in your face and shit. Like, dude, back the fuck up. This ain't Nazi Germany. Back up. Like, I be trying to talk, like, I used to just walk past them. Because I was like, fuck you, this is all racist, fuck y'all. And that's how I was. It wasn't I was being mean, I was just honest. I just hate it. So now I try to just say something like, you know, good morning. And they don't want to speak because they don't know. And I kind of understand where they're coming from, because they don't know if you're trying to size them up. But they just see a black guy and you got to be evil. So now I go by, I just go, good morning. Sometimes they speak, sometimes they don't. But they always going to speak in such a way as to say, you know, I got my eye on you. You know, that type of shit. But I'm like, well, fuck it. At least I spoke. So I got my sigh of relief. I know I'm out of there. It's nothing else he could possibly say. And, you know, I was good. If he hadn't said nothing, like if he hadn't said, like, thank you, have a good day, anything, under those circumstances, I would have just took it. Because I'm used to these fucking racists. But then that motherfucker said, I need to see your driver's license. And I snapped. I said, how the fuck, this motherfucker can't say good morning. He's talking to me real grimy. But now you gonna profile me? And I know for a fact, nigga, I'm not asking for nothing back. I'm putting something in my account. It says it right here on the paper. I told him I don't have to give you no license. And it's early in the morning, my nigga. I don't feel like this stupid ass shit. I'm sorry, I'm sick of it. So I said, hold up, one question. Why you asking for my license? He like, then that's when he started going, sir, because he knew I wasn't stupid. Now, up until then, this motherfucker wouldn't say shit to me, but now he knew he was in for a fight. Sir, there's a bro. I said, it ain't no policy because it say here right on the paper. Under these circumstances, I don't have to show you my license. The fuck is this? Sir, it's a policy that came out, and I done already went through all this, which that would be another long video, which I talked about some other place, and I won that. And not only did I win that, but some of the most powerful people in New Jersey came to my aid. God don't play. That's why I say I feel sorry for motherfuckers that don't get this. But they stupid. Because they've been trained to hear certain things and think certain things. And they don't know how to really pick up and study. And they don't want to serve God. They just want to act like they do. And then say, I know God is with me. You got some people that will pick up the Bible, but they're not really applying it. Because I got relatives that do that. You see these they get up early in the morning and study and all that. As soon as they close that book, they lying and causing all kind of. So that person ain't let no Holy Spirit transfer them. They just going through the motions. And that's how Joab was. If you notice, nobody really looked at that video with Joab. But that's how Joab was. He was a perfect Israelite, but he wasn't the perfect servant of God. And that's why he went to hell. That's why that's a powerful video, because you see the same thing in churches. As far as somebody looking righteous and all that, it's a whole lot of people that look more righteous than me. But that's external. Some people just kiss babies out in public to make them look good. Like a reverend of a church, he got to put on that front because that's how he gets paid. But do they really care about the word of God? Really care? Do they really do the intricate study like you see out here? Do they really walk with the Holy Spirit? And I said, I'm not the one who wrote the Bible. Now, I can't talk about Christianity too much because he keeps saying a great multitude, a great multitude. But I know for a fact when he say Israel, he says a little flock, a small remnant and all that. So that means all them people getting jacked. So that's why that's why you need to be listening. So now I'm furious at that point. Like I said, my blood pressure was probably a little bit high and all that. But the fact of the matter was, as far as their company procedures, I didn't violate none of their procedures. And I just did business with that bank. Because I told him, I said, I know everybody at your court. Like, I called them. Because I wasn't letting that slide. Like, that bank ruled in my favor. Because there's some other motherfuckers lying on me. And the bank even wrote fraud. They said from now on we have prohibited this particular person from doing anything with your account based on fraud. Because them motherfuckers was out their fucking mind. And I know y'all hear me talking. Y'all gotta understand, it's been times I've had to fight over $2. It's still my $2. I don't got no money. But I'm not gonna let you take what I got. The fuck up out of here. I don't give a fuck what your name. Okay. Nigga, I've been fighting bullies my whole life. From my father on down. Why you think God sent Goliath? God could have sent anybody to intimidate Israel. Why would he send some big ass giant that everybody's scared of? Except for David. God loves to get the glory. That's why I feel so sad. This is what I'm happy about. That I keep everybody distance. Because I'm not with no stupid shit. That's what makes me happy. Because I can't do this shit no more. This fake shit. Wondering why your ass is captive, incarcerated, or still going to treated like a second or third class citizen. Because you allow it to happen. So when Kanye, that's why a lot of people got mad at what Kanye said. But listen, I've been listening. And a lot of people can't condemn Kanye. I'm shocked how many people say, okay, I don't really appreciate what he said and blah, blah, blah. But you know, give him the benefit of the doubt and all that. They gave him a pass. And I'm trying to tell y'all, Donald Trump just said at one of his more recent, whenever he get together with assemblies, whatever you call that, he said, listen, I got to thank Kanye West. He said, Kanye must be a powerful person. He said, because my polls have gone up because of Kanye. He said, ever since Kanye said what he said, my polls have gone up. So thank you, Kanye. And everybody in the audience was clapping and shit. So right away, y'all don't got no insight. Y'all like, well, fuck that because he a cool nigga and black. No, because you ain't thinking. Because Kanye also said a lot of stuff about Jews and said a whole lot of stuff about racism. So it's not just his own people that he said what he said. And I mean, if you was a thinking person, you would have to ask that question. Nigga, you stayed in, everybody else fought back. That's why they allegedly didn't put the so-called Indians in slavery because they fought back. They would rather die than be enslaved. And then over in the Caribbeans, them motherfuckers fought back and got their freedom from France easy. So Kanye's trying to say, y'all niggas stayed for 400 years, so you must have liked it. And second, then he said something else he said. And I know he didn't say it. I'm saying this, and y'all still let these motherfuckers bully you now. So much that you hate me. When I've been fighting, just like I said, y'all let Malcolm get killed. Anybody that fight for you end up dead. Y'all ain't fighting for shit. And they wonder because somebody cussing your asses out. I've been there, nigga. I've been grabbed up. I've been threatened to be thrown to the ground. That motherfucker ain't throw me nowhere. Go ahead and throw me to the ground, homie. I actually got madder when he said that. He's used to motherfuckers getting intimidated. I got madder when that motherfucker put his hands on me and said he's going to throw me to the ground. Go ahead and do it then, bitch. Where I'm from, we do. We don't talk. And we don't bully motherfuckers. We don't jump on motherfuckers. 5 and 6 niggas beating one nigga down. If any of my people ever did something, I fight their ass. What type of bitch shit is that? Grabbing an old lady out of a car, a 65-year-old lady out of a fucking car because she black, and you think you can get away with it. But if you address it, you got to be a racist. No, I just defended a white man, a homeless white man that they did the same thing to. Ain't nobody know you the fucking racist. And no, I didn't want to start my day off. Look at this brother's eyes, man. Just looking at this nigga make me want to cry. The motherfucker, all he just wanted to eat. And if you knew how I feel it, because I get this shit all the fucking time. That's like you in a store and you walk up to a clerk and ask them, what aisle is your whatever is? And they look at you like you stupid. It's your fucking job. All you got to do is say aisle number whatever. You work in the store. I don't work in the store. I don't know what aisle it's in. You lazy ass. But they're only doing that because of racism. That's why that motherfucker that did that to me was a foreigner. So when they gave me the information I wanted, I did some foreign shit back. Like I bowed or some shit. Like another time I got profiled for my license. I paid for everything. And the same type of foreigner asked me for my license and shit. So I gave him that motherfucker and then I bowed on some racial shit. Because you racially profiling me, so let me show you what it feel like. Put your head down like I saw. Yes, I saw. Now I don't do that too much now, but I was doing it back then. Because now I just try to leave these motherfuckers alone. I try to stay with God. They just leave the stupid shit alone. But if you don't fight, they're gonna keep pushing till you do. And now hopefully he gets something. They done fucked up his reputation. Whether he was homeless or not, he still had a right to eat, y'all. And he had a right to there ain't no law that's gonna stop him from eating. He paid his money. He wasn't bothering nobody. He broke no policies. His reputation has been fucked up. He's been even any chance. Maybe y'all don't know. Maybe he was eating because he had an interview to go on. Y'all don't know. Y'all just want to talk crazy on him. But if that was your mother or father, somebody you cared about, then you would understand. That's why I be saying, God, strike these people where it hurt. Let them feel it. And you best believe he's going to do that. So finally, I went home and I was like, man, I should call up the pain. I said, but I don't feel like being on the phone. I got so much to do and shit. And I was just mad that he did that. I was furious. Then I said, you know what? Call that motherfucker. Because I'm not real nigga. I'm that nigga to run up on that ass. Call that motherfucker. Fuck it. I called that motherfucker. He picked up and shit. Found out you do that was just, yeah, that was me. Whatever happened. Because first he tried to say it wasn't him. And I thought he was lying. But then again, from his position, he shouldn't have said it. Because I might have been, trying to stalk to rob the place. So he shouldn't have identified himself. So I didn't understand what was going on that day. I was just so mad. So I understand why he said it wasn't him first. But then he did say, yeah, that was me. So I told that motherfucker off. I read that motherfucker the riot act and shit like that. Told him what his job position was. Because, yeah, so after he profiled me, then he didn't say have a nice day. Even if he had said, here you go. Or here you go. Anything, I would have let that motherfucker slide. He ain't say shit. Okay, so you never would say good morning. Because this is racial. It's not my emotions. I'm not just offended. It's racial. He wouldn't say good morning. He talked to me like I was stupid. Then he racial profiled me. That's their policy. You don't have to give up your card. You don't have to give up no license or nada. Because what I'm trying to tell you, this is how this shit works. See, I've been doing this so long that I know everything I do is timed. This is my word. Everything is timed. And my shit was already secure. Because you got to be pulling that license out. Let me tell you how that works. You pull your license out. Now you don't put it somewhere. Don't remember where you put it. And now you pissed off. And now you forget where that motherfucker at. And by the time you realize you don't even know where your license. If you think that's the first time that happened, that's not the first time that happened. This shit is demonic. That's why I said instead of going by my voice, learn how to think. Instead of going by what you think, learn how to think. What is the policy? Does this place have a policy on the homeless people coming in with money? No, they don't. That's why they're about to get sued. This is the same place that takes all that food and throws it in the garbage. The rats eat better than homeless people. And I think some of the rats would share their food. This is how fucking wicked these people are. That they don't give a fuck about you, your mama, your daughter, all the people that couldn't see him because he was locked up. And you better be glad it was only 3 months. And that's one day is too long. Anybody that's ever been in a fucking cell. It was one black dude. They wrongly accused him, put his ass in. And as soon as he got in there, he was like a nice black dude. As soon as he got in there, he got fucked up his ass. You're not going to get that shit back. It ain't no amount of money they're going to pay you in the world is going to make up for that. So I read that dude the riot act. Let him know everything. Everything. You got to understand, some, not just black people, but some people got like diabetes, heart trouble. Sometimes they be in a spaced out mood. You know how many black men have been killed? Because you got to be high. And I told you how many times I went in these places, same place he was in, and they just attack you. I'm just standing there. I ain't say nothing, ain't do nothing. It was funny now when I was younger. I used to go in that place and just start raise hell because I was just young and stupid. I mean, I got more respect out of that place being an asshole than I did just standing there as a grown-ass man minding my business. They attacked me more. It's almost like it could be karma. I don't know, because I used to be a motherfucker. If I came up in your store and you said, if I didn't like it, shit, nigga, I'd jump over that counter and beat your ass. In drive-through cursing motherfuckers out, speeding through the drive-through and shit. That shit, that's why when Slim Shady came out, that shit, that nigga was rhyming. I said, that's the shit I used to do and shit.
He was speeding around. I ain't never do that though, but he was speeding around through horseshoes in a fast food restaurant. But why do they do that? They do that because those people are so rude. Because you got to ask yourself. In that one video, you see Slim Shady speeding around in the fast food parking lot and shit. But you only do that to people that you pissed off at when you young. Like, I know a dude who his girlfriend broke his heart or something, so he did that shit. He waited till like early in the morning or something, and he drove his car on her yard, and he was driving it around in loops and shit. So when she looked outside, they just saw this motherfucker just driving crazy. And I remember this dude in our neighborhood cut down our willow tree. We had a beautiful willow tree in our front yard. And this motherfucker, we heard some cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. We said, what the fuck is cha-cha? Looked outside, seen this motherfucker chopping down our tree. What you motherfucker, you think you Abe Lincoln or George, whoever fuck shot that up, that was what, George Washington and shit? Nigga, he just chopped down the tree. But how that karma worked? But then his father, that's the father I said that shot at us. It was his father that shot at me and Ron Goo. And we heard the bullet going through the trees above us and shit. See, it's always about trees and shit. All this shit is metaphysical, nigga. And I'm about to end this on the metaphysics. So anyway, so I told that dude off, and I wanted him to feel what he made me feel. I guess because my true north node is Cancer. And there's an astrologer out here named Dolo the Pilot Man. Now, not Dolo the Moor. Dolo the Moor, that's a different Dolo. But you got Dolo the Pilot Man. He said one thing about a Cancer, they going to make you feel what they go through. And he do, because I know that's my true north node is in Cancer. So I had to let that nigga know how I felt. And I slammed that motherfucking phone. I slammed that motherfucking phone on the ear like I used to do back in the old day. Didn't give a fuck. Didn't care. I was on my street shit that day. And I know I'm going to see that nigga at some point. But that nigga, you better fall back and do your job because ain't nobody scared of you. That's the first thing, nigga. Business should stay business. And if you keep it business, first off, what's the policy? All right? So dude ain't violate no policy. If anybody violating policies, it's you. Because you're supposed to greet with a good morning. Some type of recognition. Or at least say, here you go, or have a nice day. But don't racial profile a motherfucker. But see, that whole thing, like I said, was designed to get me to lose my license, to pull it out the place I put it in. That's why I had a sigh of relief. I had a sigh of relief because I had secured everything. Now, if you ain't never been through this shit sound crazy. But I'm putting evidence right in front of your face. Ain't nothing crazy but you. All right? Because I'm putting evidence in your face. And if you wasn't such a shallow-ass piece of shit, you would understand people have gone through this for hundreds of years in this country. And they continue to go through it. It was just a black female in New York trying to shop, and they accused her of stealing, and she ain't steal nothing. Her father's a lawyer, so now they gonna get sued. So this is shit people go through all the fucking time. I want the world to hear this shit. I want the world to know. And what I keep trying to tell y'all, this motherfucker, just because you look down, that don't mean nothing. Don't go by what you see. My shit's all over the fucking world, including Europe. I'm being heard. And plus, people take my shit and make playlists and all over. So I'm not worrying about what y'all talking about. That's why I said I roll by myself, because I won't betray myself. But I don't want nobody around me on no punk ass shit. Fall back. Because they said they talk a good game, and then they all fold like chairs. I ain't seen one yet. Like I said, one of the realest niggas I got to see face to face was my nigga Doc. And I keep it 100. That's Coach Man. He's out here on YouTube now. Coach Man. He did almost 15-year bid. And you know what? The boys just start with the F. And he got out. And he just got out not too long ago. He been out for a minute. But that's, if I said the realest nigga, and the reason why I'm saying he the realest, because he was making money when nobody was making money. He came from Jersey. He was in Cali. He had Cali motherfuckers going, who that? He living in mansions, nice cars. He had a cell phone before people knew what a cell phone was. Used to look like a big-ass walkie-talkie. Now his right-hand man became my right-hand man. And I never knew who the fuck this nigga was. If you want to talk some real shit, his right-hand man moved into my neighborhood. And that nigga became my right-hand man. That nigga used to be with me. You heard? And I didn't even know who this nigga was until I seen this nigga in the early 90s. And I came back. But me and him was talking about who we knew. And when he said that nigga's name, I said, oh, that's that nigga in my hood. And that's how I'm saying, how real this shit get. When this nigga got out of state jail, he went to that nigga's house to get his money. And then he came to, he found out where I lived from that nigga. And then he came to my house. I wasn't there. I probably was knocking on doors and shit because I was still in ministry. And he just dropped money off over there. I ain't asked for that shit. Didn't have no type of business with that nigga. but because of the realness he saw off me. And like I said, if I was to walk in the room now, if he seen me, he probably would, his head might go down, or he gonna try to get out the room. Or just watch his body position. His body position gonna get defensive. Now, if I see that nigga, I'm the same nigga I was 10, 20, 30 years ago, nigga. When you already the top product, you don't have to change. I'm still that same nigga. So, bottom line I'm saying is, we not with that fake shit. And even though that nigga, whatever, he ain't real either. Because he tried to get his friends to set me up. That's why I stopped effing with him. And that's why to this day he ain't man enough to deal with it. So if I see him, if anybody gonna be having scared body position or defensive body position or trying to leave the room or sitting like he better not come over here or some stupid shit, it's gonna be him, not me. And if he better pay homage, nigga. I know who you are. And on some real shit, that's a real street nigga. I told you I was from the suburbs. I was in the street, but I always played my position. The hood let me come through. I know who I am, but I ain't never been no bitch. You heard? So that's what's up. That's what's up. So if I see that nigga, if we see each other, he better pay homage and give that hug. Like when I saw Lil T, who that's a big nigga now. Now me and him had a little something, but it wasn't nothing too serious. But when I seen that nigga, I made sure I came outside, said what's up, went up to that nigga, shook that nigga's hand and hugged that nigga. Nigga, I knew you when you was a little ass kid. I knew you that day you hit Charlie Brown upside the head with that golf club for messing with you. And that's when I said, now that's a real nigga. He ain't no punk. He ain't run in the house and get his mama. He didn't run in the house and get his crazy ass brother Tyrone. He got a fucking golf club and hit Charlie upside the head. So that's a hero to me because he's not no fucking faggot. He's not a coward. And when I say faggot, I ain't talking about who you sleeping with. I'm talking about the girly man. Like, oh dear, I'm trapped on the spaceship. Oh dear. Or some Dr. Smith punk ass, coward ass nigga. So that's why I said what I gotta say. And I hope this brother get his money. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. I feel sorry every time I look in his eyes. I want to cry. But I feel good that it's public. And I used to work for these motherfuckers. And I know how it go down. Y'all heard? I used to be their #1 man up in there. I used to run that motherfucking kitchen by myself, nigga. Like they would have me run it by myself. And you got to work both sides. That's how good I was. I was nice with mine. And I was always working. Because, see, I don't mind working. Them white people would be standing around. And them black females used to get mad. Because they would be like, why Gary always do it? Why? Like, y'all think I'm a coon. Ain't no coons over here. I just ain't no coward. That's the difference. And I can't waste my whole life worrying about this damn devil. That's why I know the Bible. I know where he going. And I think they know where they going, which is why they fuck you over so bad. So that's why I said, if he's any type of man, he better give that hug when he see me. That hug of respect. The same thing T did. Nigga, this is pedigree. No matter what. If I die today, I die with pedigree. No matter what. We not out here to play games. Never came out here to play games. Now, if you look to the right, I'm going to end this on metaphysics. Oh, and you see that word Pippa? See, because they keep talking about you got to pay the piper. But the piper is Gabriel. And that pipe is his horn. So when they say you got to pay the piper, they don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about Gabriel. That's why you see Pippa. And right underneath Pippa, you see Portia de Rossi. Now, my twin soul's name is Rosa. And y'all got to understand, a long time ago, when me and Jay-Z was, me and Jay Ski, I'm sorry. Me and Jay Ski was rhyming. I used to be in apartments. It's called, now this is twin. So I just told you she my twin soul. Well, I used to be in Twin Brook Apartments. And me and Jay used to get together and be rhyming and scratching and shit. And all the females in a complex would hear us. And they would stand outside waiting for us. Like at the back door and shit. You have all these girls out there and shit. Everything I'm telling y'all is the truth. But in the back door, one time somebody knocked on the back door and Jay opened it. And it was this girl. And Jay was like, what you want? She was like, I wanna come and be with y'all and shit. And Jay was like, you too young and shit. And Jay said, how old are you? And that girl said, I'm young enough and shit. And her name was Portia. Now you see Portia, but see Portia can also mean portal or port. when they be telling you like Puerto Rico and all that, they talking about ports. And those metaphysical ports connect you to. They connect you to other realms. Now the rose portal is a portal that takes you to the presence of God. So that Portia de Rose, that's a rose portal, nigga. And that Piper Middleton, I told you, anything in the mist is Gabriel. Because he runs everything. That's your son of man is Gabriel. And that pipe is his horn. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, I can't help you. And even like, y'all remember the Crusoe, the Robin the Crusoe or some shit like that about that traveler or some shit. And there's probably some other shit that's out there. But I done been out here long enough. Now, I am coming back to talk about Enzo. Because Enzo got fired from WWE. Enzo is from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. So I want to talk about that too. But peace out to this black brother. I feel sorry that happened to you, but I've been there, done that. I'm glad you got some money. I'm glad. I hope you get some money. And it said we got to be put up with this shit. And it said that you got to be intimidated to go to any of these locations because you got to be worrying about somebody falsely lying on you and seeing police and shit when you probably one of the most law-abiding citizens that there are when they won't go after the rail criminals. That's why I'm going to end this video saying one more time. In New Jersey, they had a prosecutor that all he did was prosecute black people and drug dealers. And he was slapping everybody's hands. In fact, a long time ago, I was up in there, and this dude was guilty of the same thing I was. Now, they gave that nigga PTI, didn't give me PTI. PTI is pre-trial intervention, meaning you ain't got to see no fucking bars and shit. This motherfucker was a fucking racist. In fact, a dude from the South came, and even he saw it. He said, man, I don't like your newspaper. Everybody, all your newspaper talk about is black people going to jail. He said, every time I look at your newspaper, all you see is white people on it. And black people going in jail. So all of a sudden, I happened, because I wasn't looking at the newspaper either, but I started catching the newspaper. And I started seeing a lot of white people going in jail. And I said, all right, finally. Because this is what I said, I'm not a racist. If you do the time, if you do the crime, do the time. Don't just keep throwing low-level black drug dealers in jail. Get everybody, if you're going to get them, since you're supposed to be the law. So I was like, why? And I thought something was up. And then they was talking about corruption in New Jersey and all that. I said, why now? I said, this shit been going on forever. Why are they talking about this shit now? And I knew it had to be an answer because it wasn't making sense. I was at a Bible study and I tried to ask the pastor, but he didn't know. And like, how they are, they think you're trying to challenge their authority when all you're doing is asking a question. That's why I said I can't do that silly shit no more. It's like a fucking cartoon. I can't do this silly shit no more. I refuse. You got to play this silly ass game. Like all these people are hellbound, but they're acting like they not. And all these other people that running from me is just stupid. Because I'm showing you verse by verse. And if you still can't get it, are you praying you can't get it? It's something wrong with you. I can't do this stupid shit no more, nigga. Now, so I'm trying to find out why is all of a sudden all these white people going to jail and getting busted and all that. And all of a sudden I got my answer. And his name was Attorney General Chris Christie. He was locking them motherfuckers up. And that's a white dude. That's why I'm not saying I agree with what you're seeing right now. I'm only telling you what I know to be a fact with Chris Christie. But all them niggas resonated with Trump. And even Giuliano. Giuliano is not just known for putting black people in New York in jail. Because he went after all the porno people on 142nd Street when the Jews, because the Jews was running that. That was their money. And also Giuliano went after the fucking Italian mob and shit. He's the real reason why Gotti is in jail. But everybody was trying to get Gotti. So you can't separate that. I mean, I don't know if it's a matrix. I don't know what the purpose was. But I know if you was just going to talk about it, it's a historical fact that both Christie and Giuliano did put a lot of corrupt non-black people in jail. And those are facts. So that's why I said, bro, there's still hope, but my hope will always be in the Lord. This is Gat. It's been a pleasure.